So I am doing number 18. Welcome back, ladies. So this says 2 truck convoys leave a depot at the same time. Convoy A travels east at 40 miles per hour and convoy B travels north at 30 miles per hour. How fast is the distance between the convoys changing at A 6 minutes later and B 30 minutes later? So the first thing we're going to do is draw a picture to show exactly what is going on here. So let's just draw a depot. We don't really know what that looks like, but this will be a depot. And it says that convoy A is traveling east. We're going to go this way. We can we'll just draw a little. This is supposed to be a car. And then upwards is convoy B. Again, horrible car. But you get the gist. So then we see a triangle because we're talking about the distance here, which we can call that C. So overall, this is going to be B, this is going to be A, it's going to be C for all the sides. And DB is given to us. Which is 30 miles per hour. And DADT is also given to us, which is 40 miles per hour. So I just wanted a clean slate so we can have more room to do our work. But I wanted you to see the original problem first. So now we'll write what we are trying to find, which is dc dt, because it's how fast the distance is changing between the 2 convoys. So it's distance in the other side that we weren't given in the triangle, which is at A, B, 6 minutes later, and 30 minutes later. But we have to remember that this is the units given on the original problem are miles per hour. So, and to find DC is minutes. So we have to convert that, which is going to be 1/10 of an hour. I did that by dividing 6 by 60, 6 minutes by 60 minutes. And then doing the same thing with the next, which we already know is a half an hour. So now we're going to go through our givens. And really the only things we're given is what we've already been over, which is DIDT, which is 40 miles per hour, and then DVDT, which is 30 miles per hour. Okay, so I'm going to flip a new page to get started on A, which is how fast the distance is changing 6 minutes later. So, starting with A. We're going to need to draw a new triangle so we can fill in the amount. So A is 1/10 of an hour, which we just converted in our find. So now what we have to do is we have to take A, which is 40 miles per 1 hour, times 1 hour. Oh, sorry. Not the best at writing on here. Over 10, which is then going to give us 4. We're going to do the same thing for B. I don't really have enough space to write out the whole entire thing, but it would be 30 miles divided by an hour, like over an hour, times 1/10 of an hour, which is going to give you 30 over 10 miles, which is going to give you 3. Right, miles here. That's supposed to be a mile symbol. So, and then to find C, we're going to use our triangle rule, Pythagorean theorem, which is going to give us 5. So now we're just going to label each side. So this side is B, which is 3, found over here. A is 4, and C is 5. So now what we can do is make our equation, which is going to be C dC dt equals A dA dt plus B dB dt. Now, there's all 2's in front of all of these. I can actually write it out. But, oopsies. Sorry, that was not where I was supposed to put that. Right here. And we can cross all these out because each one has a 2. So, then you end up with the rest, which is C dC dt equals A dA dt and B d plus B dB dt. So now to solve the equation, we start plugging things in. Pi, which means plug in. That's what I read on my paper. Which is going to give us 5 dC dt because 5 is C. Equals 4, which we just solved, and 40, which is given, plus 3, which we just solved, and 30, which is given. And dC dt, which is what we have been solving for, sorry, I can't really fit it down there, that's dC dt, equals 50 miles per hour. Oh, and my phone doesn't like to cooperate, but that is supposed to say 50 miles per hour. So that's dC dt for A, is our final answer. Now we can start B on a new page. And I'll try and write it a little smaller. So B, we're basically going to be doing the same thing, but we do have to create a new triangle because we're going to be finding new things. Since we're going off a half of an hour instead of a 1/10 of an hour, which originally was 30 minutes later. So half an hour, we're going to do the same thing we did last time, which is going to give us we do 40 miles over 1 hour times 1/2. Sorry. Is going to equal 20 miles. And then we're going to do the same thing for B, which is going to be the same work, 30 miles over 1 hour times 1/2. The units are going to cross out. And we are going to get 15 miles per hour. I just didn't write it out because it seemed like unnecessary work. But solving for C, we're going to do the same exact thing. And we're going to end up getting 25 miles after solving for the extra side with the Pythagorean theorem. So now we are going to create our new triangle. So 15 is B, which we remember is this side. 20 is A, and then 25 is going to be C. And they're all miles. I just don't have room to write it out. So now we can start up on our equation again, which remember is going to be C dC dt equals A dA dt plus B dB dt. So after taking that came from taking the derivative, and now we can plug everything in because the 2's are crossed out. I just didn't write that out because we did it in A. So now we just plug everything in, which is going to be 25 dC dt equals 20, 40, given, plus 15 we just solved, and 30 which is given. So finally, for dc dt, we are going to end up with 50 miles per hour, which, note, is the same exact answer from A. And from this, we can interpret that the convoys are moving at a constant rate, which makes the distance constant as well. So no matter how much time goes by, the distance is going to be, the rate of the distance is going to be the exact same. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed.